Oh, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is so good to see all of you. It's still storming here, so you may hear a clap of thunder every now and then, but at least the wind has died down, and I think the worst of the storm is over here. It's getting really cold. Um, I opened the door for a minute to look outside, and I shut the door again because it was just that cold. Um, so I am so glad to see all of you tonight. I know um, Glenn Anderson was first in the house tonight, and Michelle J. and Sheila Wixon is here. I know Christopher Vaught is here. It's good to see all of you. I'm not sure how many will be here because I know there are widespread power outages, so a lot of people might not be able to access the internet right now. Hi, Miss Worm. It's good to see you. I'm so glad we could do this tonight. Um, I wasn't sure there for a while. My power did go out twice, but it came back on right away, so I was really thankful for that. I did have my power bank charged up and my emergency radio, which is solar powered and has a hand crank. So I was I set that outside for a little bit to make sure it had enough juice. So I was pretty much ready to go. Yeah, northern Florida got hit really hard. Volusia County had a couple of storm warnings. I was actually able to warn one of my friends. I was watching Ryan Hall do his live YouTube stream, and the warning for my friend's county came up, so I Facebooked her really quick. She did not know that she was under a tornado warning, so I was really glad I was able to warn her and she got to her safe place in time. So I was really glad I had a chance to help out. Stephanie Barsick is here. Congratulations on the birth of your new baby. I am so glad you are both home, and it seems like things are mostly going okay for you guys now. So I was really happy to hear you were home. He is adorable. I love seeing the pictures. So congratulations to you. Um, let's see who else came in. Retired Moments, Dave. Hello, it's good to see you. So let me know what the weather's like where all of you guys are. So yeah, it's still lightning and thundering here. It just lightning again, so you'll probably hear a clap of thunder in a minute or two. Um, hey, Chrissy partner, it's good to see you. Rebecca Hildred, hello to you. Let me check my weather app real quick. Let's see. We actually have 7 warnings up. We're still under a tornado watch until 9 p.m. We're under a wind advisory. There's lightning alerts, daily precipitation warnings. We're under a severe storm risk until 7 a.m. There's a commuter alert because of the wet roads and a pollen alert. So, yeah, we have a total of 7 alerts out right now. So it's been a busy day here as far as the weather. But right now, I have my coffee. I am drinking the Amazon Solimo brand dark roast coffee. It's the coffee pods. So yeah, things are actually okay right now. So we got some much needed rain. We hadn't had a lot of rain. We're technically in our dry season, but we got a lot of rain in just a short amount of time this evening. So I am happy for the rain. So, hi, Tias the Dubs. It's good to see you. So, yeah, I believe that it really poured here for a few minutes. So, yeah, it's getting cold out right now. So, I think before I go to bed, I'll probably be turning my heat on because my feet get really cold very easy to. Yep, there's the thunder. So I lose the feeling in my feet, and I can feel the cold come clear up through the blanket, so I'll probably be turning the heat on before I go to bed. Joe Gilbuddy, it's good to see you. Yep, yep, we did here in Winter Haven as well. Mm. So I am so glad to see all of you tonight. So um yeah, I hope you all stay safe in the round of storms that's still going on, and get ready for the next system that's coming through, I think, tomorrow into Thursday. And then there's another storm system that's supposed to affect my area by the weekend. So we'll see what happens. I've been trying to get to church. I was going to go Sunday. I was up and getting dressed, and all of a sudden the sky opened up and it poured to the point that I didn't want anyone out in the rain loading and unloading my walker. And our our church gets really slippery when it gets wet outside the sidewalks as well as inside in the sanctuary. I've actually seen people fall inside the sanctuary when it was wet outside. So I chose to stay home. So we're gonna try again this weekend, depending on the weather. Um, oh, I've missed you too. So I did a stupid thing over the weekend. I actually ran the wheelchair over two of my own toes. I still don't know how I did that. They turned black and blue and was quite swollen for a couple days. They don't hurt as much now. So I was pretty sure I broke them there for a while. Hey, the Orlando Preppers in the house. It's good to see you. So other than that, I'm doing okay. I did miss the Orlando Prepper stream on Thursday. I had slept pretty much all day and most of the night. I did that again yesterday. I had a horrible headache, which I am very weather sensitive, so I knew the headache. It just felt like the same kind of headaches I always got from the air pressure changing. As soon as the rain started, something inside my head popped and the headache went away. So right now I'm feeling really good. Um, I haven't eaten yet today though, so I when we're done here, I'll have to come up with something that I can fix for my supper. Mm. Um, yes, I am planning on being there. I'm gonna have to check my notifications again because I'm not getting your notifications for your live streams like I have been. So I will actually go to your page and reset everything to make sure I get those notifications. Cause yeah, I haven't been getting them until your live stream is almost over. Um, let's see. Yeah, I've always gotten bad headaches before a storm hit or living up north before we would get a tornado coming in. I would get deathly sick. for about 30 minutes before we would actually get a warning. I could tell that something was coming. Hi, Dustin T. So Saluver. I hope I said that right. Yeah, it's been raining for about the last hour here, and it's been really windy most of the afternoon. Carmela Barona, is good to see you. So I've been keeping myself busy. I've been staying up most nights and sleeping during the day. Um, I don't know why. I just sometimes at night when I take my pain medicine, instead of making me sleepy and going to bed, it just keeps me up all night. So it just depends. I have been working on some things though. I finished my coloring page that I was working on. So it turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it was upside down. Let me turn it right side up. There we go. It says, face the sunshine and the shadows will always be behind you. So yeah, I really like how this one turned out. I used my sparkling gel pens on it, and I think it turned out really pretty. And I started working on another one the other night, so I haven't gotten very far on it. It says, don't want to be criticized, do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. So I think this will be a fun one to color. There's a lot of detail in there, so this one will take me a while. Hey, Lady Prepper, it is good to see you. I also started uh diamond painting again. I finished my first two paintings in a while. Let's see. I did this one. I love the mosaic paintings. This one has so much sparkle and so much color in it. This is so pretty. If you've not heard of diamond painting, it's kind of like paint by numbers. Everything is color coordinated. The canvas comes pre-glued. The packages of beads are all marked according to the chart up here. So you just match the beads up with the symbols. So this turned out so pretty. I was so happy with that one. And I um finished this one. This I love how this one turned out. I'm glad the sparkle is showing up a little bit, but it turned out so pretty. Hey Judith Fish, it's good to see you. So this one took me a little while. It was a bit larger than the other one, but I love the different shaped beads on this. I love doing these heart shaped beads. They were really fun to put on there. So yeah, I finished that one. And I am going to be starting this one probably tonight. I have the beads all set up and ready to go. So I think this one's gonna be gorgeous when it's done. But since where we will be moving into Lent and Easter, I thought this would be a fun one to do. So I will be starting that one probably tonight. So yeah, I've been trying to keep myself busy. Um, Chrissy, that's a great question to ask. Um, so yeah, Carmela borrowed. I love doing the mosaics for the diamond painting. They usually go really fast. There's a set pattern to it, and it's just really relaxing. It's very repetitive, and it just really relaxes me. I love listening to books while I'm diamond paintings. Sometimes I will listen to an audio Bible, and I also do my prayer request list while I'm working on those diamond paintings. So it really helps me relax. Thank you for asking people to hit the thumbs up button. That really helps me out so much. It puts the channel out there, and it really helps a lot. So hit that like button, and after the stream is over, feel free to share it so it reaches more people, and that helps me out more than anything. So yeah, I'm in Winter Haven, Florida, which is right in the middle of the state. It's about 30 to 45 minutes from Disney World. Um 45 minutes to an hour to Universal Studios, depending on the traffic. That you never know what the traffic is going to be like, which I really don't get to Disney much anymore, or go into Universal Studios just because the traffic on I-4 is awful. I avoid I-4 like the plague. So unless I can find a back way in somewhere, I just don't go. Cause so yeah, I just avoid I-4 like the plague. It is awful. Um, hey CJ's grandma, it's good to see you. So yeah, I heard California got some storms earlier. So yeah, so that too. The last time I went to Disney was before the pandemic hit, and they were already changing things, and it just didn't have the same feel to it like it used to. Um, we used to take my mom to downtown Disney a lot because she liked going to the Earl of Sandwich. So about once a month, my sister would take us there, but I really haven't even been there since before my mom went downhill. So yeah, I just haven't wanted to go. Um oh, I'm good to hear that, Rebecca. Yeah, this is a lovely place. Hi, Uncle Al. It's good to see you. Through the winter time, there is so much free things to do downtown. We have a farmers market every weekend. They do events for small businesses. Main Street has stuff going on all the time. It's an older historic shopping place, with great restaurants and coffee shops, and they have like art shows, and they do a food and wine tasting, and there's fun stuff for kids to do. The library always has stuff going on for children. It's just a really fun place to be in the winter months if you can get out and about to do everything. And they usually have some type of music in the park on Fridays. They have bands come in to play. They have church bands come in and do praise music, and there's just all kinds of stuff that goes on here all the time. So yeah, it's a fun place to be in the winter months. So yeah, I've just been keeping myself busy coloring and with the diamond painting. I'm so glad I started that back up again. I have a lot of paintings that I need to work on finishing and getting out of my stash. When I was working, I was able to buy a lot of paintings, so I'm glad now that I have them and have something to do to keep my mind busy. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, that really does help me a lot. Helming, it is good to see you. Yeah, my power stay did go out twice, but it came on fast. I just had to wait for the internet to load back in. Uh, yeah, the weather was pretty dicey here for about an hour, but um, I had I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all. He does such a great job on storm updates and keeping people safe. I had my power bank all charged up and my solar radio ready to go, so I was ready for the power to go out, but I'm really glad it didn't because it would be getting pretty chilly in here if the power went out and I couldn't have any heat on. Um, yeah, Uncle Al, thank you. That watching the replay really helps a lot. Um, so there are some in my county whose power was still out, but it was under 300 the last time I checked. So not quite as bad here as it is in some other areas. So yeah, CJ's grandma Ryan does a great job. Like I mentioned earlier, I was actually able to warn one of my friends who lives in another county here who came under a tornado warning. She had missed the warning, and I was able to message her and let her know what was going on, and she was able to get in her safe place and is okay. So I was really glad I was able to help her out like that. Uh, yeah, and I had my phone charged, and yeah, I was ready for whatever happened. Joe Gilbody, that sounds like fun. I would join you if I was close enough and could drive. You're actually not really all that far from me, but I'm not driving anymore, so I can't can't and as I especially can't drive after dark like that anymore and not in the rain. But that does sound like fun. Um but but yeah, thankfully my power stayed on and everything's good here. So yeah, I've just been keeping myself busy. Uh, Tonight I'll probably watch The Curse of Oak Island and try to go to bed. Um, I have to see if I actually sleep or not. But yeah, yeah, Christy, that would be fun to hang out. I just haven't had a lot of company, mostly just my um my caregiver and my nurse has been out. I did see the social worker the other day, and the chaplain was out, but usually I don't get too many visitors anymore. So yeah, CG's grandma. I love the diamond painting. The cheapest place to get them, if you don't mind using it, is Temu. They have tons of them under $5 that comes with everything you need to do them. I've not done one from Temu, so I'm not sure how good the quality is, but they do have some cheap ones. The Amazon ones are fine. I've gotten a couple off of Amazon and didn't have any problems with them. I do suggest, if you want to do the diamond paintings, to either buy a light board to put underneath it to light it up from the underside so you can see the little squares better, or I actually use a magnifying headlamp that I wear over my head, and it comes with 5 different magnifying lenses that you can use. That's what I use when I diamond paint, because otherwise I can't see the little squares. But yeah, I do suggest that you use something like that, or some kind of magnifier or light board, so that you're actually able to see it really good. Oh, T.S., I'm sorry to hear about your brother. Um, Miss Worm, they actually come with pens and squares of wax. You dip the pens into the wax, and that holds the beads onto the pens while you place it onto the glue. And they also have pens that have a light on them. Sometimes if I'm having trouble seeing, I'll also use one of the pens with the lights on them, and that helps a lot. Kendra Smith, hello, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. So, I've actually sold a couple of pieces. I've given a couple away as gifts. One of my paintings is actually hanging in the chapel here in town at the Women's Hospital. So, our chaplaincy department, when I was working, purchased it from me. I framed it and had it all put together really nice for them. It looks beautiful hanging in the chapel. So um yeah, I just really like it. They have all kinds of fun things to do. They have notebooks and keychains and coasters and tissue boxes and just all kinds of different things that you can get to do. So if you haven't done it yet and you think you might like it, just start out with the um one that's I would start out with one that is not a full drill. I would start out with a partial drill painting, just to see if you like it before you try to do the full size ones. Just a tip. Um, let's see. Oh, CJ's grandma. These are actually really good for people with autism because of the repetitive motion. People who have ADHD or autism have said that it really helps keep them relaxed. So you might think about something like that to keep him occupied. Let's see. Oh, oh, Tessa, it's good to see you. I'm so glad you could make it. I never saw your email update, so if you emailed me and I didn't answer you, please send it again, because I must have missed it. Um, yeah. Oh, Helming, I do not miss the blizzards at all. I was actually in the 1978 blizzard. We got snowed in for almost a month. My dad actually managed to hitch one of the horses to a board that he stood on and drove the horse to the grocery store to try to buy food, but when he got there, there was no food in the grocery store because the trucks couldn't get through to deliver anything, and the stores had sold out of everything. Once he did a trip by snowmobile. That time he was able to get some things. There for a while, we had all the neighbors over in our house because we had a wood stove and everyone had lost power. So they all came to our house. My next door neighbor came very close to dying from the cold. My dad rode one of the horses over to check on her, and she was not doing good, so he bundled her up and managed to get her over to the house, and she stayed with us until the power came back on, or she would have froze to death. So I just will never forget that blizzard. That was awful. Um, yeah, Joe, I'm doing okay right now. I had a For those who came in late, I've had a horrible migraine for the last 2 days from the weather. As soon as the rain started, my head popped and the headache was gone, so I'm really glad. At least for now, I'm doing okay. We'll see what happens when this next storm system comes through in a few days. But for right now, I'm actually feeling okay. Yesterday, I actually slept until 9 o'clock last night. Except for when my aide was here, the rest of the time I just slept because my headache was so insanely bad from the air pressure. So I'm just really glad that right now I'm feeling pretty good. Um, Yes, yeah, Kendra, I am just beyond thrilled that my headache is gone because yeah, when it hits from those storm pressure changes, it is horrible. So I was down and out for almost a week before Hurricane Ian hit just because of the air pressure. It was really bad. Um, oh, Tess, I'm so sorry to hear that. I I I hope it works out for you. My suggestion for you is to start GoFund, a give, start a Give Send Go campaign. I wouldn't use GoFundMe because they take a big chunk of what is donated, but I would send you over to Give Send Go because they only take what it costs to transfer the funds to your bank account. And see if you can get some funds raised. A lot of people who frequent that site give to young people for their classes. So I would suggest that you try that and see if we can't get you back into that because that um sounds like it would be so interesting. So uh try doing that and then let us know. I would be more than happy to share your link in a community post. And when we do a live stream to see if we can't get you back into that. So I strongly suggest doing a Give Send Go link because GoFundMe does take a big chunk of what gets donated to support their website and pay their employees. So um yeah, I suggest Give Send Go. It's a good Christian website. You can leave prayer requests there for free. And it's I've just have had really good luck with them. Um, okay, so just send me an email with your dashboard link whenever you get that set up, and I will try to share that for you. Um, well, Robin, yes, we've had a lot of wind here as well. It's died down now. I haven't seen any lightning for a few minutes, and I don't hear it raining quite so much. So I think the storm has pretty much passed us, which I'm grateful for. Um, oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Judith. We will be praying that your headache goes away and that you feel better soon. Hi, Amanda. You're not late. It's always good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, right now I'm feeling pretty good. Um, so so yeah, um, everyone, keep Judith in your prayers. Thank you, Glenn, for sharing the Orlando Preppers link. If you could share Miss Worm's page as well, I would really appreciate that because she has a great website if you like listening to ghost stories. Um, I actually play quite a few of those nights when I can't sleep. Let's see. Hey, Linda Farrow, I didn't see you come in earlier. It is good to see you. I'm sorry I missed you. Oh, Wanda the Chicken Lady, it's good to see you. Yeah, it did get cold here when the front came through. Um, oh, thank you, Glenn. I must have missed that in the chat. I really appreciate that a lot. Um, we love you too, Linda. You have a good night. I hope you feel better soon. Hopefully, it's just from the weather. When the weather changes, you'll be feeling better. Oh, Rebecca, that is awesome. Congratulations to you. We are so happy for you. It is always good to hear good news instead of all the gloom and doom things that are going on. So congratulations to you. We are so happy for you. Um, so yeah, it was a busy day today, although I did sleep quite a bit. Today I still was up long enough to make sure everything was charged up and ready to go, and I'm glad I didn't need anything and that the power stayed on, and right now everything's good. We got some much needed rain. So I am good with that for right now. So I think I am getting a bit hungry. But like I said, I haven't eaten yet today. I got to find something to eat. So I'm gonna do that and watch The Curse of Oak Island. I'm gonna get my heat on because it is cooling off in here. to keep my feet from getting cold. So um I think we're going to go ahead and close this out. I'm so glad you all were safe. Um yeah, yeah, Linda, I do have a coil burner that takes the butane tank, so if I had to, I could have cooked on that outside on my porch. Um, yes, Michelle. Hi, Betty Silsby. It's good to see you. Um, I still don't know how in the world I managed to run over my own foot, but I did, and I've I'm glad that I heard I was not the only one who did that. But um yeah, my toes are still a little sore, but not nearly as sore as what they were. Hey, Linda US, it's good to see you. So yeah, I think I love you too, Kendra. Thank you so much for being here. I think we're going to go ahead and close this out so I can find something to eat. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be. I may look at my jars of protein and see what I have that I can heat up and get used up. But yeah, Linda US, it's quiet right now. We did get some heavy winds and a lot of rain, a few bolts of lightning, but other than that, we're good here. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream by saying, be safe, be happy, be blessed, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye. Yeah, yeah, Linda, it didn't get too bad here, but it did get bad in other places in Florida. So just keep everyone in your prayers, and I will see you all next week.